Welcome to Soft Sculpture Stuffies with Miss Alex and the Richmond Art Center. So, what are soft sculptures? Soft sculptures are a type of sculpture using soft materials like cloth, foam, rubber, paper, plastic, and plant fibers. For this project, we're going to be using an old t-shirt to create a stuffy from one of your drawings. But there are lots of substitutions, including using paper bag for your cloth or using staples and adhesives for your sewing. These are the materials you'll need: an old light colored t-shirt, paper and pencil, big piece of cardboard, tape, scissors, permanent markers, thread and needle, safety pins or straight pins. You'll need stuffing to fill up your stuffy. I use scraps of cloth, but you could use old cut up socks, foam, or pillow batting or filling. Start with a drawing of a design for your stuffy. This can be anything you want: a creature, fantasy, or real. Now, step 1, prepare your shirt. You're going to take your scissors and cut across from the chest down. Now you're going to cut up the sides of the fabric to make 2 equal parts. So one piece will be for you to draw on the front of your stuffy design, and then the other one will be the back of your stuffy. Step 2, tape one square of your fabric to your cardboard. Make sure it's tightly secured or taped down so it's easy to draw on your cloth. If it's not tight enough, it'll be bumpy and not a smooth enough surface to draw really well. So just go ahead and go back and make sure it's tightly taped down to make your drawing life a lot easier. Great, now you're ready to draw using permanent marker on your cloth. So draw as big as you want. Just remember that if you're doing this as a first sewing project, bigger projects might be something to wait for later. So starting with a smaller one might be easier. And also one thing to remember is to make sure to leave at least 1 inch around the edge of your design so that you have enough room to sew up your stuffy. You can put as much detail and line work into your drawing as you would like. A simple drawing is just as amazing as something that takes a little more time to do. This is for you, so just have fun with it. Color your design in with permanent markers, paint, or natural dyes. One of our other artists at the Richmond Art Center has a lesson on using natural dye to paint, so you could check that out. But a line drawing would be just as awesome. Make sure to let it dry overnight if you do paint. Okay, now we're ready for step 4. Draw a line around the edge of your design shape. You should leave about 1/2 inch from the edge. This will be your sewing line. Next, you're going to pin the front and back cloths together for sewing. So pin just along the edge of your sewing line. This is going to make it so much easier for you to sew. All right, this is about threading a needle and sewing. So if you're a sewing rock star already, just go ahead and skip ahead. If not, you'll need your needle, scissors, and thread. You're going to need to cut off about an arm's length of thread. So grab your thread and stretch your arm as far as you can away from your body, and that's the length that you'll want to cut off. Then you're going to take one edge of the thread and poke it through the eye or the hole inside of the needle. I'm double stranding this so that it's extra strong. So that means you're doubling over your thread, cutting off. I cut it there, and now you're going to double or triple knot. So the way that you knot is you take the ends of your thread and you fold them over each other, making a loop. Then you pull the end of the thread through the loop, pull tight. And the way you double knot is that you fold over again and you pull the knot through and make sure the knot just knots to the second one, making it extra strong. If you have a very thick needle, I suggest triple knotting it. Awesome, now you're going to be ready to sew your creature together. So take your threaded needle, push it through the fabric on your sewing line, and make it come all the way through to the other end so your knot catches the back of the fabric. And then you're going to push your needle back through the same line and to the other side. That makes one stitch. You're going to continue that process of stitching along the line till you get almost all the way around. Before you get to the end, make sure you leave an opening so that you can fill up your soft sculpture stuffy with your filling or your stuffing. Great, now you're ready to fill up your soft sculpture stuffy. So I'm using scraps of fabric to fill up my stuffy, but you can use old socks, you can use pillow stuffing or filling. You can also make this as firm or soft as you want by how much filling you put inside. Don't forget to get into all of the different limbs and nooks and crannies there. Now that you're all the way filled up, you're going to seal off the opening by sewing one more time, sewing up all the way to that edge, and once you are done, you're going to tie off with a double or triple knot, and now you're going to trim off any excess fabric. Just make sure to cut about 1/2 inch away from your sewing line so that your stuffed animal stays secure. So your soft sculpture should be finished now. I'm so proud of you. I really hope that you enjoyed making this soft sculpture. Keep watching if you want to see a second example of how I made my snake soft sculpture. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Take care!